welcome to Holistic Sight's video series on EFT. My name is Donna Belangi and I'm a holistic health practitioner. This video is on using EFT for traumatic memories. Many of us have some situation, something that happened in our life which sometimes plague us, where we think about it often. Some people have it where it's constant, it's obsessive. Some people where it's every now and then they think about it and it causes them stress, it causes them worry or concern, or they feel guilty or shame that come up with it, and it's there all the time. It's an event maybe in a childhood or maybe an accident that happened, something that causes trauma or stress when thought of. So that's what this video is geared towards and we'll be looking at. So find a particular aspect or issue in your life where you might have a memory that you hold some judgment on, some stress on, some anger, some pain, and jot that down. If there's more than one, take them one at a time. You might want to pause the video so you can jot it down and gauge it from 0 being no stress at all to 10 being very stressful event that you're thinking of. All right, we're going to be using the EFT on a traumatic memory. I want you to focus on that memory. Be careful with it. If it's very traumatic and very stressful, take it one step at a time. Maybe take one small aspect of it. Don't take the whole accident. Maybe take when I made the wrong right turn, or right as you're taking that turn. Take it each step along the way. And sometimes when you break it into smaller pieces, it's easier to release that. Don't go into the trauma with it, please. Stay right beyond that. If it gets to the point of trauma, slow down. Don't go as into it. I'm gonna go into one point where we make it bigger. If that's too hard, please take it slow and be gentle with yourself. On the karate chop. Even though I have this painful memory, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though this awful thing happened to me in my life, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though this terrible thing happened and I can't forget it, maybe I don't even want to forget it, I deeply and completely accept myself. On the eyebrow. Now allow yourself to have whatever that memory is, but remember, be gentle. Only take it to the point where it's comfortable. On the side of the eye. See all the feel all the feelings. See what that instance, what that thing was that happened under the eye. Notice it in your body where you're holding on to that memory, and that pain, that fear, that anger, that shame, that guilt, whatever it is that's there. Feel it in your body, under the nose. Does it move around, or is it in one part of your body? Allow yourself to have that memory, whatever it is. And remember, with EFT, you're not necessarily going to forget this. You might not want to forget it. It's going to release the trauma of it on the collarbone. Maybe you feel you need to keep this. It's a memory that keeps you safe, keeps you protected. Notice that as well. Do I keep holding on to this so I can be angry at somebody else, because if I release that anger, I might let that person back into my life and they were very painful, they were hurtful. Under the arm. Notice whatever comes up, it's okay. And take it gentle, take it slow. Whatever reason you have for holding on to that memory, notice all the thoughts, all the feelings. There's something there that's keeping you, holding you to that. Notice what it is. Maybe it's guilt, and the guilt is saying, you've got to hold on, this is your punishment. You've got to be punished for whatever it is. Or you're punishing that other person or some other thing you're punishing by holding on to this anger, this resentment, this shame, guilt, whatever it is. Just notice it. It's not good or bad. Just notice what's happening and notice what comes up. On the top of the head, Whatever feelings are there, allow them. Whatever thoughts, the guilt, the shame, the punishment, the resentments, that I have to have this, or I'm punishing them, or I'm punishing myself, whatever it is, allow it to be there. And shake it out. Take a deep breath. And relax. Now gauge yourself from 0 to 10. This might have brought up some more aspects. Pause this video, jot it down. You can always watch this as many times as you want, or download the audio and listen to it as many times as you want. Now the second round might be a little difficult because we're going to make it bigger and stronger. So if it's too hard to even deal with what you have, don't make it bigger or stronger. If you're able to, please do this part of it, or just stay where you are with it as far as your feelings on this memory. Just be gentle. On the karate chop, even though I had this awful thing happen in my life, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though this was the worst thing and it was so overwhelming and I can't forget it, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I don't want to forget it because there's some reason I have to hold on to, I have to have this awful memory to keep me safe or protected. I deeply and completely accept myself. On the eyebrow. Now I want you to take that memory and I want you to make it even bigger. Make it bigger and stronger in your memory. I know you're trying to suppress it on the side of the eye. I know you're trying to suppress it, and that probably the suppression or attempting to suppress it that's keeping that pressure. It's like a pressure cooker under the eye. When we keep our pressure on something and try to hold it down, the more we try to hold it down, the more pressure it is and the more stress we have and the more it's there. So allow yourself to have it and make it bigger. Allow yourself the memory and allow to make it bigger. If it was a traumatic event that happened that was, make it worse. Make the outcome even worse than it was, if you can. On the chin. Remember to be careful with it, but make it the worst thing that possibly could happen. Maybe you think whatever did happen was the worst, but think of something that could have been even worse, even far worse than did happen. On the collarbone. I know you probably think that it's already the worst thing that happened, whatever it did, but find something that maybe is worse that could have happened and see that happening. If that's too traumatic, please don't go any further than you can with this. Be gentle with yourself. Under the arm, allow all the feelings to come up, especially the guilt and the shame and the anger. Those are the three big ones when traumatic events happen, and the sadness. So allow all those, and the grief. I know I'm bringing up more, but there's big ones that come up, but allow those to be there. On the gamut. See that event and make it bigger, make it stronger, make it even worse than it did happen. Hear all the people, all the comments, what they think, what you think they think, what's everything, every aspect of it. Make it bigger, make it stronger, and even make it worse if you can. On the top of the head, allow that whatever comes up to be there. Why are you holding on to this? Why is it important for you to be obsessing about this? What is it bringing to you to have this memory constantly there and have this anger, these feelings, this shame, guilt, sadness, grief, whatever it is, to constantly be in your life? Shake it out, take a deep breath, and exhale. Now that was a big one, I know, and if it was hard to do it, making it bigger, that's fine. You can listen to this over and over. Gauge yourself from 0 to 10. You might want to pause this video and jot down aspects, because maybe a lot of aspects came up. Remember, you can watch and listen to this as many times, download the audio, listen to as many times as you can. Just be gentle, be slow with this. All right, now the third round, we're going to feel what it feels like not to have this in your life. Now you might still keep the memory, but it not being stressful. or causing any problems in your life on the karate chop. Even though I still have this traumatic memory, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though this memory is still there, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this and it's not causing any stress anymore, I deeply and completely accept myself. On the eyebrow. Okay, notice your life without that thought, without that memory. Well, without the stress of the memory on the side of the eye. You might still have the memory, but the pain of it, the anger, the frustrations, the guilt, the shame, the grief, they're all gone under the eye. Notice that you can watch the event happened. You're not denying that event happened under the nose. But it's okay. It's all right. It happened and it's okay on the chin. Is that stressful in itself? Just thinking that it's okay to have that thing happen and it not be a problem on the collarbone. Notice if you need it to be a problem. Notice if there's some reason why it's important for you to have it as a problem, that allowing it to be there and be okay doesn't feel comfortable. It doesn't feel right under the arm. Feel like, oh, I've got to be upset. I've got to have a problem with this, or else something is going to happen, or I'll be a bad person, or people will think badly of me if I don't feel bad about this, or I have to have it for some reason on the gamut. Notice what those reasons are. What are the reasons that you have for holding on to this? I'm not saying that you're doing it consciously, please. I know you're not. I know you want to get rid of this thing that's obsessive, but there's something holding it on. What is that? What is holding it on? And is that so important? Maybe you can work on that as an aspect, a separate aspect. Look at what's holding this into your life. On the top of your head. See and feel and sense your life completely free of having that memory cause a problem in your life. You have the memory, it's there, the event happened, and it's okay. You see that there was nothing you can do about it now. It happened. It's gone. It's over. There's nothing you can do to change it. Holding on to that energy, holding on to that anger, whatever it is not helping anyone. And shake it, take a breath, and relax. Gaze yourself from 0 to 10. Pause this tape and jot down aspects that might have come up, because there might have been quite a few. Listen to this, download the audio and listen to it over and over as many times as you care to. Remember to be very gentle with this. Take it slow. Take it easy. I don't expect that after just 3 rounds a major traumatic memory is now feeling good, and maybe it has, because the miracles with EFT happen all the time. But if not, it's okay. Allow yourself to be wherever you are with this. Watch it, listen to it over and over again. I welcome any comments, any suggestions, any questions at my website, holisticsite.net, or my Facebook page at facebook.com/holisticsite. And I thank you for allowing me and EFT into your life.